Hello and welcome to Harley's CAD Cam Corner. I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools in SolidWorks and called Weldments. There is a lot of tutorials out there already. They're really good, and you can find a lot of them on my YouTube channel called Harley's CAD Cam Corner. And just go into the playlist and you go to SolidWorks Weldments. There's loads of them there. But what I'm going to do here is try to add what I think is missing in some of the tutorials. So let's get started. When you start with Weldments, there are a lot of predefined custom profiles that you use in the Weldments function. But a good thing is to know, like I like to do a lot of woodworking. That means I have to make a lot of profiles on my own. And even in Weldments, you might have to do your own Weldments profiles. So how do you do it? Where do you save them? And so forth. That's what we're going through now. First thing you need to do is to find out where the original Weldment profiles are, file locations, and scroll down to Weldments profiles, and this is where the originals are, and the easiest way to find them Control C, then you go to just a folder or anything, mark this, Control V, enter. So this is where the original folders are. This is where when you from scratch yourself this one. I've downloaded it. Here they are. But if something's missing, it might not be the size or anything. And what do you do then? First, you need to tell SolidWorks where you're going to save your profiles. You can save them at this location if you want to. I save them in other places. So it's easier to find them, like on desktops or favorite folder or anything. So I just put the folder on my desktop. So you're in Weldment. Don't forget, you have to be in here, Weldment profiles. Add. So I go to my desktop. This is the tutorial for now. It's added. Okay. Yes. So now I told SolidWorks where I'm going to put my Weldments profiles. So now we have to create one. I'm making a wood profile for a board, pine board, whatever. Generally, I always make all my profiles in the front plane, just for workflow issues. I always keep them on the same place. You can put them on the here, wherever, it's okay. So we'll make a first one. And I have metrics measurements, if you were wondering. So 20 by 200, 200. So, I also help, like when you add this into the next stage, you're going to pick where the profile is going to stick to the lines. And like if you want it to be here or anything. I usually add these dots. It helps me getting these extra wherever I want to put it. Round all of it. And then I name the sketch. I name it by the size and the name of it, like board if you're in England, but in Sweden, bräda 20x200. Right? Now we have the basic shape, outline, everything. What else can we do before we leave the sketch area and save it for the Weldment profiles to use? We can go in here, go properties, and we might want to have like material. And we might want to have weight, Swedish vikt, and price, pris in Swedish. So I'm just so, and then we have the weight. Maybe it weighs 1 kilo per meter, or I don't know, but just go. And you can just use your imagination. Let's say it cost 10 kronor per meter. So this is, you can add whatever information you want to add here. You press OK. This information will be brought with you to the later stages when you do the documentation with the boom list, the cut list, and all those kinds of things. So this is basically all you need to do. You have a profile, you put some information in the properties. One good thing to know also that if I wouldn't have said, oh, never mind. Well, oh, configuration. Oh, that's perfect. Central. Oh. Supposed to be. I was in the wrong one. Configuration. Well, can't I do that? Oh, that's my. I was in the wrong one. I was configuration specific. You have to be in custom. So let's do this again. Så har vi vikt. And the price. Let's say it costs 10 crowns per meters. That doesn't work here. No, it works in the later stage. Okay, so, and then you press OK. Configuration specifics is another thing. It is, if you have more configurations, then you can add new information. So now we added this, right? And then let's say we save it. Save as, we want to use it. Desktop, tutorial, and then I want to have the same name. Copy. And then we save it, right? So let's open up a now this is just a table, for example. So I want to use my folder that I just made, my profile, I mean. So, and I go in here, and it's nothing's there, right? Can't find it. It's supposed to be a tutorial folder, right? Well, it turns out that SolidWorks doesn't read the first folder part. So you have to go in here and you have to add a folder. It doesn't read the first one. So let's say it's called wood, trä, Swedish, och sen custom. So we made it. So So now let's see what happens. Will we find a folder? Still nothing there, right? I think I forgot to not say. Yeah. Still nothing there, right? There is no tutorial, so we add another folder. Oh, there it is, tray custom. Because you have to, oh, yeah, I will get a little bit, I missed that one. So you have to add, it doesn't read the first one. This one, it doesn't read it. So you have to add the next, like now it's with custom, right? It doesn't read the tutorial folder, so to speak. You have to add another one. So now I added that one. We'll put in the profile that we made. It's this one in here. Close it first. That would help. So we move it in here, right? So now we figure, oh, no problem now, we're gonna use it. Still not there. This is why. When you save something for profiles, you have to first mark it. Then you have to press Save As. You cannot save it as a SOLIDWORKS part. You have to save it as a library feature part. Very important. And look what happened here too. Poof! It poofed me to the design library there with the smart components, annotation, everything. This is not where we want it. If you wanted it to save, Control V. We copied that one. When you copy the file location, you can just Control V, paste, and then you would get to the where SOLIDWORKS have their place. But we're not doing that. We have the tutorial, and with custom. Now it's a library feature part, and we save it here. You also see there's an L on it. Very important. That means that you saved it the right way. If you don't see that L, you're wrong. So now you can close it. This one. We'll go into the structural members, custom. Oh, still not there. Because we might need more folders. Come on, it's not open. Copy. It's not opened. Well, this is computer for you. Copy it. There it is. So you needed one more folder to just get it in there. Now we can use it. So that's the process of creating a folder. You can also, something I forgot to say, that we're going to close this down, don't save. Like when you're working with weldments or wood, whatever it is you're working in. Okay, let's go this way instead. When you double click, it doesn't want to open for some reason. So sometimes you can go to, let's see, where is it? Material and edit material. Go pine. And then let's save it again, save as. We'll just do it like this then. You can't overwrite it for some reason. So now, if it works the way I think, you see, the wood material came along since we applied it in a different. So we don't have to apply material from the library, this part. It's already there. Now, if we were to not open. Oh well, let's make a drawing. Just to show you. Let's make an isometric. See, the material's already there. Now you see all this weird stuff that you don't want to see. You just press this one, you press this one, bam, that's gone. You mark this one, then you go here. I thought you could mark it, apparently not. So, and then apply. Already, the information that I put in is there. Now description is you can. I'll show you. Then you can put in material. You can put in like you have to put in an insert column row below. Let's do the description there first. I'm doing this. I meant. So here, you can customize it to wherever you want. Then we can put the material. So now this is a board, it's a pine, the length is 400, bam. You can keep on adding what the information that you need. Let's say, and we want to know how much it weighs, and well, you get the picture. The wonders of SolidWorks. Yeah. Now the wonderful view is gone for some magical reason. Yeah. I think you get the picture though. Well, the reason it disappeared is because it's, for some reason, it's hidden here, even though it's not supposed to. That's why that happened. Well, okay, so that's why that happened. And whatever happens here happens the drawing parts, of course. So refresh. So insert. I'm just inserting the ones that we made. So we have the material, we have the weight, we have the cost, and we have the length. Then we go back to the part, let's say we want to add now we have a new part, right? So the length. Now, when this is all complete, you want to know the total length of it. Add column right. There's it's called total length. It's already there. You don't do anything. It calculates everything for you. So the total length would be, of course, that plus that equals 600. But when it's a bigger part, more complicated, that's super good to have for everything that you have in your drawings. So basically, all the information that we added in the file properties are already brought in. So that's how you can go from, making whatever you want to do. And remember when I said about those dots? If I want to, for some reason, swap, you see when it highlights? You see that one we added, that one was already there. I don't think we need to add corners and stuff, but in the middle you do. You just pop it like that, or you have to press it. If you moved it once, you have to press it again. Oh, we were still in the command. So that's how you move it around. And then you can also, if you want to flip it, you can do loads of stuff. That's why we put those in there anyway. That's the basic, how to make one sketch, how to save it, put them in the right folders and stuff like that. But if you're working with wood, you might have like loads of different configurations of the same thing. Like when board comes in like different thickness and width, you might just want to have one profile. So go down here. we make a new one. I'll show you. So we do front plane again. We'll start with 10 by 100. And we're going to add the dots. I don't think we need to put in the corner dots. I'm not sure. Just put it here. We'll see. Okay. Put on a show feature dimensions because you need to pick them for the next step here. So, since this is configuration, it's going to have loads of different numbers. You can just say bräda, Swedish, or board in English, config. So that then you know it's like have loads of different numbers on it. But how do you put in all the different numbers? Well, you right click, configure dimension, and then we need the other one, number 2, right? This one. You just double click it. That's it. You're done. Then you can just go in. We have 10 by 100. We have the, let's do it, 20 x 200. So you put in 20. I'm pressing the tab. You can also just mark it with the mouse. You're supposed to be able to do it. No? Well, this is weird. There you go. So you can mark it with the mouse too. You just have to be super into the number somewhere. So 20 by 200, enter. So now we have 2 different. Let's make one more. It's 8 x 20. I'm tabbing. So now we got this one right. We could press rebuild all configurations. We do that. We apply it. OK. You might just be able to press OK. But yeah. So now we do the same thing. We mark it, save as, library feature part, desktop, tutorial, and we have the new folder, right? Let's call it config. We didn't put in any information on this one either. I'll show you why. We put it in the same folder as that one, config, and we save. We got the L, so that means we saved it in the right format. We can just close this now. So structural, but you see, doesn't come up anymore. It's just 1. We didn't put in a, oh, followed through, why? Oh well. Oh, because we had this one here. It's probably from the old followed. Well, either way. So, but we can't choose the other configurations. Why? Well, it's because you have to remove that one. You have to put it in one folder up. See? Configured. Now the numbers comes up. Now we can choose the 28 by 200. We're happy with that. We make a one with the other one. 2200. So now we have with the two different types, right? 2200 and 28200. We have no information in them. One way to do it, we can go in here, right click, properties. We can add the same information, like rename it, whatever we want to do, right? Like what we did in file properties. But if you have like several different members and you don't want to in, like if you have like loads of more than two, and put in the same information like price, weight, and description. Pretty common thing, right? So let's say you have loads of more. Let's make like a linear pattern. And then we have the bodies. And we have spacings instead. So just to make you an example. Now we have like loads of them in here, right? We don't want to go into each and every body and type in the information. It's this eye here, that's where you turn it off. These things that you don't want to see, like that. So now if we do you see there's no custom properties here right here anymore. We have material, pine, and but that's from SolidWorks itself. It's not what we added, you know. We have total length, and whatever we want to put in, right? So how do we add it easy? We don't want to go in and type on like all this 20 different bodies, right? You go into the Weldments, right click, properties. And you add weight, whatever, let's 10 just for the numbers of it, and the price. Let's say 12 more. Yeah, we can add the kilo. So we and yeah, materials we already had, but whatever weight, price, and whatever you want to, like vendor, where you buy it from or whatever. Okay. Now, when you go back to the drawing, Let's see. Now we have the weight and the price all of a sudden, right? That's an easy way to work with it. So there's two different ways you can do it. One very customized, exactly for the profile that you want to use it. Exactly, you know, what the customer wants or yourself want, you know. Or you can just make a shitloads of different sizes in one profile. And when you're done with building up your model, you go in and you add whatever you want to add, you know, weight, material, for the different things. So there it is, folks. Hope this helped a little bit. And check back for more tutorials later, or not tutorials, but maybe a webinar where I work and make my old projects. I'm going to record projects that I do. It's going to be a finished product in the end, so I can show you from start to end. Or me just evaluating products like programs and stuff like that, what I think about them. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm over and out from Harlicious Cat Cam Corner.